What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE SmackDown review for September the 27th, 2016. Now, I know this is a little bit late to upload this. I know I try to get it out around the same time as it comes out. Didn't do a Raw review this week because I can't be asked. Raw was just, it wasn't that good. Honestly, if you missed out on it, consider yourself lucky because it wasn't that good. But SmackDown, holy shit, that was a good episode. That was a really, really fucking good episode. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna have to start watching SmackDown more. You know, Raw is it's just boring me. I might have to take a break from Raw. I'm not too sure, but SmackDown, I'm definitely watching. I am definitely watching SmackDown, man, because They finally got it down pat. They've finally been able to make me watch SmackDown in 4-5 years. I'm not sure, but SmackDown's back, people. SmackDown is back, motherfuckers. And yeah, let's get into it. So, right off the bat, we talk about the Randy Orton coming out there, and he gets a big pop from the crowd, and they do this thing with Orton and Wyatt throughout the night, which I really, really enjoyed. And he talks about how people are afraid of a lot of things, and how Orton says that Wyatt is afraid of him, and that, you know, there has been enough sneak attacks. And so he calls out the Wyatt family. Then Bray Wyatt comes up on the promo and talks about how he's a god, and this is my world, man. And that if Orton wants to hunt Wyatt, he better hurry up because the sands of time wait for no mortal man. And he has a little hourglass dripping out, and he starts singing the whole world. You know, he's got the whole world in his hand. He hasn't sung that in a while, so yeah, nice of him to bring that back. And so Orton runs out of the ring and runs backstage, and we'll see those two a lot of times during the night. So we'll talk about, so next up we had Charlie Caruso, the interviewer, talking with Dean Ambrose backstage. Of course, Ambrose is going to face AJ Styles for the WWE World title, and he says there's a lot going through his mind, but it's a PG show, and that Ambrose says his win over John Cena was old news, just like Cena is, and that Ambrose is going to turn the face that runs the place, and that guy that's going to cry when he takes back the world title. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then we get an 8-man tag team match featuring the SmackDown tag division at the moment. American Alpha, Heath Slater and Rhino, who are the SmackDown tag team champions, taking on the Ascension and the Usos. They finally completed their whole heel shtick now because they've got new music, which is good, and then they've kind of gotten rid of that whole colourful babyface Usos thing, which is good. That's what they need to do. And yeah, this is your standard 8-man tag team match. You know, it was a good way to get all the teams in there, in my opinion. It didn't really, it kind of felt thrown together because the Ascension went in there and they're not doing anything. But how this ended, the Usos double-teamed Slater for a bit. They took out the left knee. Jimmy wrapped Slater in a single-leg crab that he's been doing now to get the win. And so the Usos and the Ascension win the match. So yeah, the Ascension won a match, ladies and gentlemen. That's fantastic. Yeah, so Usos are facing Heath Slater and Rhino for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at No Mercy, I believe. And I think they're going to beat Heath Slater and Rhino. I'm not sure, because I hope they do win so I can go into a feud with American Alpha for the belts, so that American Alpha win those titles, because, oh my god, they need to win it. They really need to win. I cannot wait when they do that. So then we have another interview with Caruso with John Cena, and Cena says he's going to be at ringside on commentary during the main event between Ambrose and AJ, and that he'll be watching very closely but using it to prepare to make history, and that the 16-time champ is here. Oh god, no. Then we had a backstage segment with The Miz, and Jesus Christ, The Miz has been killing it recently. This is the best run of his career, man. And I'll talk about Miz a bit more later on, but he saw this photo of LeBron James walking to the arena, and then he gets a picture of him winning the WWE title back in 2010 and puts it over, and I'm like, oh dude, that is brilliant. So he's going to have this big homecoming celebration because SmackDown was in Cleveland, Ohio this week, so I'm like, good job, man. Then we get another Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton segment, and Bray Wyatt's pretty much saying Orton said, and then Wyatt pretty much says, he's taunting him and that he will never be good at following directions and that the clock is still ticking. Then we get to a women's tag match. It is Carmella and Natalya taking on Naomi and Nikki Bella. Naomi's entrance is starting to grow on me a little bit. At first I thought it was just a little bit cringy, just seeing her dance and all that. That was just my opinion. People enjoyed it, which, all power to you if you do, but yeah, it's starting to get there. I can definitely see the appeal to Naomi. I've always thought she was a fantastic athlete, just the stuff she can do, and a pretty damn good wrestler. So I think this is a pretty good run for her at the moment. This was standard tag match, Natty did a yeah scream, which is that a thing now? Now she's a heel, which is wow, okay. And then one thing I noticed, Naomi seems to do the splits every time, like she gets like Natalya like does like the snapmare or whatever, and she falls over and she lands in like a split position. It's really weird. But how this ended, Natalya assisted Carmella, but Nikki dropped her with a big right forearm, but Carmella rolls up Nikki Bella to get the win. So Carmella's still getting those wins on Nikki Bella, so this is going to have to lead to a match between the two eventually. I'd say it No Mercy, probably. But, man, I saw the Lex-Man say something about this. Make it an ODQ match. That'd be cool as shit. I can definitely see them doing it because SmackDown actually knows what the fuck they're doing. But, yeah, I'd like to see that. Carmella and Nikki Bella, no DQ. Let's fucking go. I haven't seen Talking Smack yet, so they might say something about that. So we get the third Randy Orton segment with Bray Wyatt. And so he walks in this back area, and it's this really creepy area. And so he's looking at these two doors, and one of them says Predator or Prey, and another one says something like, I don't fucking know. Something, it's like one way out, choose wisely, or something like that. So he opens one door, and he sees this cardboard standee of himself from like 2009, and his eyes are like, his pupils are complete white, and it has like some creepy writing on it. And then he goes into the other one, the Predator or Prey door, and he's about to open it up, but I think Eric Rowan is inside, and it looks like he's gonna eat Randy Orton or some shit. And Orton's like, yeah, I'm not gonna open the door. So good move by him, honestly, and yeah, very interesting, very interesting shit between Orton and Wyatt at the moment. Then we get to the Miz and Maurice. They do their big homecoming celebration, and he brings up a bunch of Cleveland shit and all that, and he makes on LeBron James and his never-ending Intercontinental Championship run, and he introduces the crowd to his mum and dad. And then he looks at Ziggler's parents, who are also at ringside, and pretty much mocks them for, having a son that's a complete loser. And Ziggler comes out, and he's not happy, man. They have a few words exchanged with each other, and pretty much says how the Miz cheated to beat him, and how he's still a coward, and all that. He brought up, and so he said, enjoy your little tainted title reign, and just Miz, he says his career makes him absolutely sick, and how mediocre it is overall, and that he just keeps losing, and kind of feels sorry for him in a way, and because, and so he's pretty much says, what, I'm not going to put my title on the line because you're not worth it, and all that. And pretty much Ziggler, gets pissed at that because, that's all he has. He just cuts this extremely passionate promo about, even he keeps deciding himself, why does he do this? And family asks him, why do you keep doing this when your career is not what you panned out to be? And he says, this is all I got. This is all I friggin' got, man. And he brings out this crazy challenge of saying, look, I will put my career on the line if you put that Intercontinental title on the line. And Miz is like, you know what? I'll fucking do it. Let's do it. So, yeah, IC title match at No Mercy. The Miz will defend his Intercontinental title against Dolph Ziggler, who's defending his career. So, that was an incredible segment. Really, really liked it. Miz has been killing it. He has probably been one of the best heels this year. I was a bit upset when Miz won the title from Ryder because I love Ryder, still do. And I thought, oh, he's just going to have another boring IC title reign like he always has. But no, he's taken the fucking ball and he has ran with it, man. Like, holy shit. You know, I got to give Miz some respect. He's been able to change the minds of so many people. I'm still not a crazy Miz fan, and I probably never will. But Miz, keep doing what you're doing, dude, you know, because it's working for you. And Ziggler, he kicked ass, you know. When Ziggler cuts promos like this, it just goes to show why I love the guy so much, you know. When he gets passionate, that's when he's the best, and he's awesome in my opinion. And he comes off so sympathetic. You want Ziggler to win. I want Ziggler to win at No Mercy, you know. So, yeah, Miz and Ziggler, this feud at the moment, holy shit, just great stuff. Great stuff. Go check out this segment. It is worth your while. And we get another Bray Wyatt segment. You know, he's all over this show tonight and tells Orton, be careful, like, as he's watching and all that. And so we then get a match with Becky Lynch. We were going to get a match with her until Alexa Bliss decides to show up and just lays her out. Just completely beats the shit out of her and leaves her laying. You know, she grabs the championship, holds it up in the air and all that, pretty much saying she's going to take it from her. And Alexa, that's pretty cool. You know, Alexa's wanting to make a statement here, so take out the champ, you know, that's how you do it. So, yeah, good stuff between Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch. Hoping for a bit more development in their story eventually, because that would be pretty cool. And yeah, so we had another Kurt Hawkins vignette. He's been making a bunch of these, you know. This was really weird because he was saying a bunch of facts and he was like looking through his legs and it was a bit awkward. But yeah, Kurt Hawkins, he seems like a bit of a silly gimmick, but it's alright, I guess. Then we get to another segment with Bray Wyatt. He's had like a good 4 or 5 segments on this show. It's ridiculous. And he says, you know, where are you, Orton? You're a coward. You can't face me and all that. And then someone in the sheep mask pops up, and I knew it was Orton straight away. I knew it was Orton. He probably beat the shit out of Rowan, and so he's opening up, and so he takes off the mask, and then Wyatt looks around, and he sees him, and just beats the shit out of Bray Wyatt. Just absolutely beats him up. And then he puts the mask back on and starts singing, he's got the... and starts laughing and all that stuff and starts singing and, you know... and it was really weird, man. It was really, really weird, that segment. But it's pretty cool, you know. They've really built this up very well. Really interesting, bit weird how many segments they've had, but, you know, it's something different. I'm down with that. So then we get to AJ Styles walking backstage when, of course, Charlie Caruso approaches him. And, you know, what do you think about your main event going in tonight against Dean Ambrose? And he says tonight is going to be much bigger and more grand than the debate because, you know, you have to shoehorn that in. And he said he's already beat up John Cena and Dean Ambrose and he's going to beat Ambrose again to keep his title. Standard stuff. Then we get to the WWE World title match between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. Really damn good match, of course, from these guys. AJ locked in his calf crusher throughout, and they locked in some submissions. They did their big moves. Cena was on commentary, and he was very good commentator, actually. He went for a 450, but Ambrose he missed. Ambrose, you know, ends up going after Styles and all that. But he lands back on his leg or whatever, and then he hits a running knee to the head, and they keep going back and forth. And pretty much AJ gets on the outside, but he decks Cena, just hits him in the face. Then Ambrose ducked, and then Cena hits the ring, and Ambrose has AJ won, but because the referee's a little bit distracted from Cena trying to get back at AJ, Ambrose gets rightly pissed off and just beats the shit out of Cena for, you know, costing him the title and all that, because AJ ends up rolling him up to win the match and all that. So They haven't. So Ambrose and Cena argue a little bit as AJ, walks off with his title. And then Ambrose goes for the Dirty Deeds like he did a few weeks ago. Cena reverses it, hits the AA, and then AJ comes in, see if he can hit the Stars Clash. AA to him. Cena holds up the title. The internet cries for days, and that's how we end the show. So, yeah, loved it. Loved it. Great show. The ending was cool. Orton vs. Wyatt stuff was different and all that. The women were really damn good, and just it's weird because SmackDown can fit all their storylines and can do them well in 2 hours, but Raw can't be able to get compelling storylines in 3 hours. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I think it might be because it's 3 hours and it's way too damn long. 2 hours is the perfect time for the WWE, in my opinion. So, yeah, great episode of SmackDown. Go check it out if you can. And, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of SmackDown. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. You're glad you did. Twitter and Instagram is at JackmanLaw31 if you want to check me out there. Also, check out the Bullshit Club, Mr. Edge TV, and the 5/8. Links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.